What's going on, guys? Dan back with the Regular Guy Garage. Just a quick update on our little tornado incident. I was able to recover the camper that flew into the field, out of the field. Me and a buddy of mine with a pickup truck. Our wives didn't think we could do it, but we did it. It was pretty challenging because there is it's kind of swampy back there.
Let's see how this goes.
Oh my god.
It's working.
No freaking way.
Nuh-uh.
So here's the camper uprighted and out of the field, and this is kind of where it came out of. We got to go back there and kind of clean it up. This isn't my property, so you know, we had to go out, yank it back in. I'll go out there later and clear it up. But as you can see, it had a pretty wild ride from where it was over here. More than likely total, just waiting on the insurance company. It should all be resolved pretty soon. As promised, we got the engine back from the machine shop. I just went and picked it up just now. I'm about to unload it. So here it is, all wrapped up. I'll go ahead and move everything out of the truck. I got all the rotating assembly, everything else in there. So each cylinder basically has one of these little notches right here, and this way when the crankshaft rotates, the rod actually comes up, and so on a 331 it doesn't usually hit. You usually have a little bit of clearance, but you always want to notch that just to give it some more clearance, so the rod can make its way around and not whack the bottom of the bore and basically destroy the engine from the inside. Anyway, guys, I'm going to do a little bit of cleanup in the garage really quick, get it up on the engine stand, and then I'll be back in here with you in a second. I got the engine on the engine stand. I'm going to pop all these main caps off and get to work on throwing the crankshaft in. Normally what I do when I have the engine completely down to the bare block is install the camshaft first, because it gives my hands enough room to slip inside there. There's not any, crankshaft or rotating assembly in the way. It keeps the bearings from getting nicked up. So I decided to sell this camshaft, and I'm gonna go with a Comp Cams cam. So when I get that cam in, I'll slide it in the block. It's not a big deal, I could do it later on, but I gotta wait to sell this cam first. All right, guys, so as you can see, I got the crankshaft in, all torqued down, lubed up. Bear in mind, in my little time-lapse videos, there's things that you're not gonna see in the video. Last time I did an engine build, people were commenting underneath, "Oh my God, you didn't check the clearances, you didn't do," like, calm down. I'm doing it. It's just hard for me to video every little thing, because I also have to check out, what the torque specs are, what the clearances are, and make sure I have all that information right. So just so you know, I am doing all of that stuff. It's just not getting videoed, so it's okay. As you can see, had the machine shop balance the crankshaft. It's all balanced, fits in there nicely, got a nice and easy rotation. It's got the proper thrust forward and back. What I need to do now is get all the rods and pistons out, put all the pistons and the rods together, and then put the piston rings on the pistons, and then I can drop all of those into the engine. So right now I'm gonna get myself set up, put all the pistons together. All right, guys, so quite possibly my least favorite thing to do is putting these pistons together. My fingers and these clips and stuff, they just don't get along very well. So anyway, I'm not gonna video all of them because they all get put together the same way. But basically what we need to do is make sure all these arrows are facing towards the front of the engine. And then also the chamfered portion of the connecting rod is facing towards this side of the crankshaft. So I'm gonna get knocking out all the rest of these. Then I've already checked the ring gaps on all of them. These are supposed to be non-file fit rings, and they were all right on the money with where they're supposed to be, so that'll save me a lot of time and frustration. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of these pistons together. I'll throw the rings on. My goal is to at least get the short block done today. All right, so I got the rods and pistons together. These things are an absolute pain. These little clips right here to get in, such a pain. But anyway, we got these in. These are all ready to go. All right, so we got the lifters bathing in some oil. You always want to do that with hydraulic rollers. I had second thoughts about the cam. I talked to a buddy of mine. We were talking about what I plan on doing with the car, and he kind of talked me into just sticking with this F303 cam. I know it's not going to be the best power producing cam right now while it's an NA car, but because of where we want to go with it, I'm just going to roll with this for now, and in the long run, it's all going to work out. How does it look? The engine, is it gonna work? No? I'm not a good mechanic? Oh gee, thanks a lot, kid. All right, guys, so got the camshaft. So, well, actually, let's see, crankshaft, camshaft, lifters, which I soaked in oil for a little while, the lifter retainer tray, and then the dog bones in. The noise you're hearing, just so you guys know, we have a chicken that lives in the garage. So as I said in the last video, we have chickens, and they laid a bunch of eggs a few months back. Finally hatched. We sold all of them. This was the lone survivor, basically, that didn't get sold, so we're just gonna keep her. But she's just noisy. I can't wait for her to go out there. Anyway, guys, that's where we're at with the car. We are well on the way to getting it back in inside the car. Engine's coming together nicely. The machine work, I mean, it seems really well put together so far. We'll see how everything fits when I throw the rings in it tomorrow. Or maybe next day, I don't know, it depends on what I got going on with work. But yeah, I mean, coming together nicely. Like I said, hopefully we can have this thing getting back in the car pretty soon. That's gonna be it for now. Appreciate everyone watching the video. If you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. Check out the playlist for this vehicle. Is Project Social D. I got a couple other playlists. I've done other cars, other Foxbodies, other Camaros, S550s, stuff like that. Yeah, that's where we're at. If you like the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you don't follow me on Instagram, at Regular Guy Garage. As always, take care. We'll see you on the next.